Ever notice how ads always pop up at the worst moments? When the killer's identity is about to be revealed. During that perfect meditation flow. On Amazon Music, we believe in keeping you in the moment. That's why we've got millions of ad-free podcast episodes, so you can stay completely immersed in every story, every reveal, every breath. Download the Amazon Music app and start listening to your favorite podcasts ad-free, included with Prime.
Trade in the holiday hustle for some real fun and excitement at your local Cirillas. This Black Friday, forget waiting in line at the mall. Instead, check out what surprises Cirillas has to offer that actually make the season bright, like their Evolve Novelties collection. Powerful, sleek, and deeply satisfying. It'll definitely spark some holiday cheer with 20% off to jumpstart your holiday adventures. But since it's the biggest shopping weekend of the year, Cirillas couldn't stop there. Stock up on stress-relieving massage oils and lotions, fun and flirty couples games that would make a perfect stocking stuffer, or the gift of lingerie. With Cirilla's huge selection to choose from, you'll truly master the art of giving and receiving. So get a head start on your holiday shopping, or perhaps your holiday escape, and stop by your local Cirillas for exclusive Black Friday weekend offers that start November 28th. And you can always find them online, no matter the season, at Cirillas.com.
Today, we'll attempt a feat once thought impossible: overcoming high-interest credit card debt. It requires merely one thing: a SoFi personal loan. With it, you could save big on interest charges by consolidating into one low fixed-rate monthly payment. Defy high-interest debt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/stunt to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
If you're single, you're doing it wrong.
You are.
Okay? That's the only way to put it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, suck it. Go to a wrestling event, pay too much for a shirt, pay $40 for a beer, and find the woman or man of your dreams.
Sit down and watch Noelle. It is a Disney movie, Disney Christmas movie. So,
right.
There's not going to be any of your movies that you like, with cars and bikini-clad women.
Yep. That's what I watch.
The Steve tropes. So your desire to become the friendly neighbor, quite enough to share your home.
No.
Even with...
Get those losers out of there. Get a pile of leaves and burn it in your living room. That'll keep you warm. I've seen hobos do it.
Welcome back. It's another edition of the Steve and Kyle podcast.
That's right, folks. Steve saw hobos do it. Don't let anything deflect from the fact that 1 week ago, the biggest heel turn since Hulk Hogan joining the NWO at Bash at the Beach, 1997.
That was a bit of a heel turn, wasn't it?
Steve turns on his neighbor.
Tortellini turned on the
Zach?
Yeah, I turned on the Zach, the cul-de-sac here.
And said,
see you later,
burn
losers.
Leaves in your living room.
What were we talking?
I've got my generator.
Yeah, we were talking about when the power went out.
You're on your own.
Yeah. Look, man, you can't help everybody. You got to help yourself before you help anyone else.
So in lieu of not being able to help everybody, Steve's alternative is to help nobody.
Well, look, if I can't help everybody evenly, I don't want some people being jealous because I helped other people more than them.
Boy, certainly. That is something to worry about. You should worry about the entire population, Steve.
This would hurt coming from anyone other than you.
Listen, I've never waffled in my desire.
So you think that makes you better than me?
Yeah, I think you're a flip-flopper. I think you've been putting on the facade of Steve E. Cul-de-sac. In actuality, It's all been an image, a falsehood.
Guess we'll never know till the next pay-per-view.
Until the next time the power goes out and the new neighbors are pounding on your door asking for warmth.
Please, sir, can we stay here?
Sorry. And you're just going to open the door just a crack. What do you want?
As steam pours out the door because it's 110 degrees in my house and it's basically a sauna.
You've decided instead of just warming your home, you've decided, well, you might as well make this a nice steam.
Yeah.
Really open up those pores.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going to have that pile of hot rocks that we just
dump water on.
Pour water on every now and then to really accentuate the steam.
Yeah, what do you want? I'm letting the heat out.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this.
I'm glad you finally joined. Welcome aboard. Neighbors actually suck. Steve's thought it the whole time.
No. They don't. They don't suck. I think they're all very nice people.
Sure. You were very excited. Has there been any update in the last week about your new neighbors?
Nothing. No, we haven't seen. We saw the moving truck a week and a half ago, which is weird that the moving truck was here a week and a half ago, and although I guess maybe they were moving the last of the stuff out from the no, because I definitely saw people walking in with boxes and everything. But yeah, I haven't seen anyone. There was one night I was out in the garage and I think I just brought my garbage can back up or something, and I had the garage door open and I heard the sound of a garbage can rolling up the driveway, and I looked out and I'm pretty sure it was the new neighbor, but I didn't.
You didn't jog out there in your slippers?
I did not. No.
Would it surprise you to know that I am already feuding with these neighbors?
With my new neighbors who neither of us have met yet? You're already feuding with.
Yep. They moved into the widow's house.
Into the Zach, yeah. Cindy, the
widow.
The not widow.
Gone. Living
maybe
the
dead too.
life.
Maybe she's no longer a widow because she's now with her former in heaven.
I took a dark turn. Well, I pull into the driveway this morning, as I always do, Steve, here at your home.
Yeah.
After I get past the guard shack.
You didn't talk to them first, did you?
I didn't have an opportunity. I get
They
out
talked
of the
to you?
car.
They came and talked to you?
Their car's backing out, which, by the way...
Of the new neighbor's house?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me this.
I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, but I could have run out.
Why? Listen.
Chased them down the street. Hey!
For sale. They actually come back with a for sale sign.
It just says, for sale. We screwed up.
Don't live here unless you like to talk.
Look, man, you don't even understand how excited we are about new neighbors.
It's embarrassing. As I'm getting out of the car, the car from the former widow's house is backing out of the driveway.
What kind of car?
In my memory, and again, it's happened a while ago.
It was like 20 minutes ago. I mean, if you can manage to dig through the chronicles that have accumulated in your brain since then, I mean, a lot has happened. You've come in, you've pet the dogs, did a little goo-goo gaga with Evelyn, had some small talk with my wife.
A lot going on.
And then we walked down steps.
I feel like it was a 1983 station wagon.
83 wagon. All right, I can deal with that.
Reminded me right out of, the old family movies.
Like the vacation movie, so it was like the family truckster.
Yep.
Like lime green with...
this one was tan.
With paneling.
Again, this is all on shaky memory.
Right.
It could have been a 2019 F-150.
Okay.
It wasn't.
Do you know... Well, okay, can you at least tell me, was it a sedan, a station wagon?
I'm actually pretty darn sure
SUV.
It was a station wagon.
Okay.
A couple of generations older, it looked like.
Okay. Didn't by any chance... It wasn't like a white Forester, was it? Could use a door. Maybe sneak over.
No, it didn't look like it.
Okay.
They back out. I'm out of my car door. Almost the exact same time.
As when they're backing out.
Yeah, and now they can obviously tell because I park in the far
Wait a minute.
back corner of your driveway.
I think I know where this is going.
No, you don't.
I bet I do.
Because this is going to be... You thought a heel turn happened last week when you turned on the Zach. How about this for a turn?
Oh, my God.
I see the car backing out.
I was actually walking up to my front door as you were getting out of the car. And
the door was closed, but you opened it when I got closer. But yeah, you were right there.
I must have missed this by seconds.
I turn. I see the car backing out.
Mm-hmm.
And I...
Give him a head nod.
Full-fledged wave.
Old tip of the cap.
Full-fledged wave.
All right. Look at you. Man, you are a changed man. There are people that say that people can't change.
Yeah.
You're living proof that people can.
I've got probable cause to move on. If for whatever reason these jerks decide to open their window and try to have a conversation, headed inside, never do this again. All
right.
Something like that.
So what happened?
I was met with 4 eyeballs and a speed off.
Wow.
There were exactly 0 digits raised in that car to wave back.
Okay. Follow-up questions.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a chance that when you waved, now obviously you had the intention to wave, but is there a chance that there could have been an obstruction because there's a tree right there, maybe just as they were passing by, like you did the quick wave.
Yeah.
Maybe it looked like you were just kind of moving your shoulders to get your jacket on. Nothing, huh?
No.
Okay.
No, the only chance would have been
Right.
that for whatever reason it wouldn't have... They were looking a different direction when I waved, and then were looking at me after that. That's the only option.
Okay. So there's slight chance that their head just wasn't totally turned, because at that point, with the way that driveway is laid out, they would have had to be backing out of the driveway, looking completely over their left shoulder.
Yeah. Listen, I saw eyeballs.
Because look, if they blew you off, they're dead to me. I'll burn their house down. I mean, I'd like the extra property.
You looking to eat up some land, are you?
Yeah, I mean, I got to find a place for the pool.
Maybe get to an acre. Add an extra.
I think between the two, we might have a half an acre.
Maybe. But hey, that's how you start getting there. You start burning neighbors' homes down.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, look, I can't build the kingdom all at once. I do it a little bit at a time.
So the feud begins.
Okay, so you are anti My New Neighbors.
Yeah, first they kill Cindy's husband.
I'll be honest with you. Oh, that's a bold accusation.
And now they refuse to give a courtesy wave.
You think that they killed Bruce?
All I know is the man was dead. And the widow moved out, presumably in tears.
Yeah, well, I mean, when I last saw her, she had her black dress, a black coat, and a black veil.
Yeah, a veil obviously over the eyes, shielding, and then a handkerchief to wipe the running mascara from all the constant tears.
Why wouldn't you get the waterproof mascara?
At that point, don't wear it.
It's been out for like years.
Yeah, just don't wear it at that point. If you're going to just continually be crying over your dead husband that the new tenants in your home killed.
I'll be honest with you, man. I'm a little torn because I love the idea of new neighbors, especially neighbor. Now, did they look age range? Could you?
They looked a little older than I thought. So this is the second point of what I wanted to bring up. I would say there's an outside chance that they weren't the residents of the home. That these may have been a relative helping.
Okay.
Maybe a friend coming to visit. Something other than maybe it was not them, and they didn't feel the need to give a courtesy. Because even if you don't want to, when you're 2 weeks into moving on to the Zach, or any Zach, not just the Zach, you give a wave, right? Even if that's not your style,
sure.
You don't want to already be portrayed as some jerk who doesn't say hi or wave to people.
I think that may be accurate, that they may not be the resident. And here's my thought. There was one day where earlier this week, I came home from work, and as I was pulling in the driveway, out of the corner of something caught my attention out of the corner of my eye. I looked over, and there were like 5 boxes stacked up right out front of their door. Like, obviously, I know, like, it was like an Amazon box. Like, it was obviously something that had been delivered and just set on the front step. And I just thought, that's weird. I haven't seen anyone there yet, so it's strange that there's already stuff coming to the house, but I didn't think anything of it. And then the next day when I pulled in, I noticed that it was gone. So maybe they're maybe they're moving here from out of state, so they haven't actually moved yet, and maybe somebody's just popping in to scoop up their mail.
How are you going to deal if it's like a West Coast family? Are you guys just going to have an instant rivalry?
That would be so cool, though.
But wouldn't you guys have to just inherently argue about Notorious B.I.G. or Tupac?
Yeah. Or like he's wearing a Dodgers cap and I'm wearing my Yankees gear. Because I hate him because the Dodgers left Brooklyn.
Obviously. You hold on to that grudge from before you were born.
Right. From when did they move? In like the 40s?
I think it was the 60s or something stupid, right? Another item. How long do you presume they've been in the home?
I know that we saw a moving truck. I think we talked about it last week. That we had seen a moving truck. So it would have been, I bet, a week and a half at this point that there has, since we have seen that truck. But we, again, other than a guy getting a garbage can, which was the middle of the week, maybe beginning of the week, haven't seen anyone. I saw lights on last night.
So there's a physical presence in there.
I don't know, because I've seen a light on a few different times.
Right.
So they may just have left a light on.
Because what they weren't doing, if there was a physical presence in that house, was taking care of the stack of boxes they have in front of their window.
Oh, can you see a lot of boxes?
Yeah, I think you may have a hoarding neighbor who doesn't wave.
So you think that they just moved their collection of garbage
into an expensive house.
From their Southern California home. Across the country.
To their winter vacation home. Maybe it's one of those really wealthy, the husband still likes snowfall in the winter, so this is going to be their winter home.
Fly here in their private jet. Land at the local airport. Of course, get choppered into the Zac.
Obviously, they're not driving.
The chopper lands in the middle of the Zac. They run in, make sure not to make eye contact with the local podcast legend sitting in the driveway.
I've got the only way I know how you and I can solve this mystery, and it happens right now.
Is it a caper? Are we doing something? Are we going undercover?
We're going straight, right down the straight and narrow.
We're going above cover.
I noticed something when I walked in the house today. Here.
What do you got?
There's some fresh baked cookies upstairs.
Oh, there are.
And I noticed another thing down here.
What's that?
We have a box of signed Steve and Kyle podcast tour posters.
So you want to walk up, be like, "Hey, we know you missed the tour last summer.
We'll throw it in a tube. We'll give them a plate of cookies." And while you're talking, I'll just be peeking at windows. Again, I don't even care if a net goes. Like, are you the neighbors? So they'll immediately think that you and I are like a gay couple.
Sure.
No. Local podcast legend Steve, and this is Kyle. And
then we pause and do the lean in and the hands up like, eh?
And then say, do you want the picture now or when we leave?
If there's anything else in here you want us to autograph, you let me know.
Noticed a lamp.
That's a nice lamp.
And then get passive-aggressive. I noticed the boxes in your window.
Think about unpacking them?
I noticed you must have missed me in the driveway earlier. No wave. Huh?
I'm sorry, did you think that maybe he was Kevin MacLeod? Because he gets that a lot. Kevin hasn't been very nice to people, so a lot of people tend to ignore him.
Yeah, a lot of people tend to treat Kevin like the dickhead he is. Because Kevin's got a bit of an air of superiority about him.
Yeah, come on. You've written a couple ditties that are on the internet.
You're as bold as me, MacLeod. And you own a domain space. You know what we own? Someone else owns a domain space that they let us use.
SteveandKyle.com. SteveandKyle.com/merch for all the latest merch additions to the merch store. Perfect for #garbage gifts this year.
So I got to tell you, I think this is the perfect opportunity. I think you and Annette, I think you go get a plate of those cookies and you walk them over.
Now, you're not doing this. Like, obviously, this is being done under the ruse of, let's be friends with the new neighbors, right? Like, you don't actually want me to become friends with them, because I know you well enough.
Steve, I don't give a damn if you become best friends with this neighbor. Okay?
What if he's a podcaster?
The other foot's out the door for me then.
So you're already 1 foot out?
Well, we've got 2 weeks left of this thing. I already told you it's done by the new year.
Are we going to hit 180, by the way? What are we at, like 170?
Initially, I was shooting for 200, but that sounds miserable now. What's that, May? Christ, no thank you.
Yeah, we'd have to do about another 20 or so.
Not interested. If you've got another podcaster in the widow's house who killed the husband...
The widow killed the husband?
No,
Cindy?
in the widow's house, they killed the husband.
Man, I really liked Cindy. I don't want to look at her as a murderer.
No, Cindy's innocent.
This is episode 177, by the way.
So 23 weeks from this release will be episode 200, and that is officially too far away for me to consider being still doing this. Okay. We should have just done a nice 50 and gotten out.
I think 200's a good number. I mean, that's when that's the big thing in TV. If you can get to 200,
yeah, you get syndication.
Yeah.
So are we going to get money then?
Yeah.
It would be.
Surely it's going to start pouring in at that point, right?
It would be the first money this podcast has made.
You bite your tongue. We were talking about some podcast financials right before we started recording. Didn't we make like $6 this week?
Yes, we did. It's a big week in the Steve and Kyle podcast universe. The slush fund grows as garbage gifts are being bought and distributed among the listening audience. So
thank you very much for that.
I
spreading the gospel that is the Steve and Kyle podcast.
I do want an update next week, Steve. We've only got a few weeks left in the new year, and in 2 weeks we're going to be consumed with the staff gift exchange here on the podcast. So we've really got one more episode this year where we're not 100% mailing it in.
Okay.
So I'm going to need an update
with the new neighbor.
With the new neighbor.
Okay. So you said that they looked to be older.
These look to be older, which is again what led me to believe that they may not be the residents.
Yeah, I bet it wasn't them because.
Well, then you tell them their parents are dicks too.
Well, I don't know if that's a good way to make friends.
What are you going to do if they're like?
I know you just moved here. But a guy I do a podcast with says your parents are dicks. Cookie?
This is the perfect time. Listen, I'd be willing to pause if you want to talk to Annette and go do it right now.
You know, I don't know if now's the right time. We got a crying baby upstairs.
Well, she was. I'm sure she's quiet by now. Babies don't cry long.
Oh, yeah, I know. No, not at all.
Speaking of updates, I had a question that just spurred in my mind, and this is before we get to, again, we talked last week about the A-Bit this week. Mm-hmm. We're going to give you the Christmas movie Mount Rushmore for both Steve and I this week.
If you want to hear that, just skip ahead to the 29-minute mark, and that's when it starts.
Okay, yeah, the 29-minute mark is when the A-Bit starts this week. We're very good broadcasters.
Well, it's time stamping. It's appointment listening, kind of.
There's a couple of college degrees in this room regarding broadcasting.
Oh, yeah, and mine at this point is 16 years old and just as irrelevant as it was.
Mine is now 9 years old.
Ago.
And I am still not quite there at paid off on those student loans.
So you don't actually own your degree yet. You're still...
I'll put it this way. I'm excited for Reed to own my degree.
That much left, huh?
That much left.
Okay.
But that's for another day.
But we digress.
So coming up,
we don't want to finally get to your latest.
No, good God, no chance.
That little pull back the curtain. Kyle's student loan statement has been on the list of things to get to nearly as long as the Vegas story.
Yeah.
The boxing class.
Man, I've got some good stories. I should do my own podcast.
You did. Then you quit.
That sucked.
All right. Well, just maybe you have to change the Sports Tate becomes Kyle Tate. It's not necessary. You might talk a little sports.
That's the difference.
Well, I mean, you really pigeonhole yourself in when
it's sports take.
When the lead word in the title is sports.
Boy, I've had some takes lately. Sports take's making a comeback, Steve.
What has been stopping you from setting up the microphone balanced on the chair?
Balanced on the book, leaning on the laptop on the arm of the chair.
What's stopping you?
Oh, I just don't want to.
Desire?
Yeah, I mean, no, listen, I'm not one of those people because anybody, I'm so busy. Oh, I'm so busy. Listen, everybody's a different level of busy. Nobody's too busy to, in a lot of regards, hey, send a text message. Mm-hmm. I hate people who say that, I'm sorry I didn't get back to you. I've been so busy.
I'm bad at that. I'm so bad at that. Especially in the...
like that excuse doesn't work for me.
I don't
Just say, hey, I forgot.
Here's what my issue... little tangent here. Here's what my issue is. Because I go to bed early, a lot of times I get texts after I'm asleep.
Yeah.
So when I wake up in the morning at 3:15, my alarm goes off. First thing I do, grab my phone, shut off the alarm clock, hit snooze, goes off again in a couple minutes. Then I'm awake, and that is the point where I say... Oh, my mom texts me. Oh, my buddy texts me. Oh, my dad texts me. Okay, I'll get back to them. And it's as if they never came through.
4 hours later comes by, you've forgotten.
And I think, it doesn't have until I'm going through my text like 3 days later that I think, oh, crap, I never replied to that.
But for me, that's a lot better than saying, just so.
I know. I don't feel... I appreciate you letting me off the hook there, but I don't feel any better about it. There was one yesterday. I got a text from my buddy Phil, and he said, "Hey man, did you get my text the other day?" And I'm like, crap! Yeah. As soon as I saw it pop up, and that was the same thing. I saw it first thing in the morning. You could say anything to me in the first 5 minutes I'm awake, and I just don't remember it.
Yeah, we could spin the wheel the other way, though. They should know your schedule by now.
Yeah, it would be nice. I mean, maybe if...
hey, don't send a 10:30 p.m. Tuesday night text.
Oh, that's my mom. My mom's the worst at that. She'll send me a text at 10:45. Hey, how's Evelyn doing?
You would prefer a 4:15 text, right? In the morning.
Absolutely.
Because you're awake and hey, they're now awake.
I would start... my mom did that so many times that I started replying at 3:30 when I'd wake up.
Good.
Oh, everything's great. How are you?
Yeah.
Send. Hello? Send. By the way, can you send me the recipe for blah, blah, blah? Send. Hey, can't wait to be home in a few weeks. Send.
Yeah, 4:15 in the morning, she's getting... Bzz, bzz,
yep.
Bzz.
Oh, yeah, because she doesn't keep her phone on silent.
No, they don't know how to turn those things on silent.
Not a chance.
That whole age group doesn't know how to turn things on vibrate.
I threw my mom's effing phone out the window when she was visiting because her ringer is a doorbell sound. Doorbell sounds make the dogs go insane. So after like the third time of ding dong, ding dong, I said, "Mom, you need to shut that off. Put it on silent."
It's obviously going to be an issue going forward if you keep doing this.
My God. But we digress.
I needed an update from you, Steve. How old is Evelyn now?
11 weeks old today.
11 weeks old. 11 weeks old. That comes out to just under 3 months.
Just under.
I believe it was the day of her birth. I received a message from you.
September 21st, 2019.
9/21/19. That's
8 pounds,
anagram is
10
what we
ounces.
call that. Anagram.
Really?
Nope.
No.
9/12/19 would be the other way. Pretty close.
Yeah, she just missed palindrome week by a couple days.
Palindrome, not an anagram.
Yeah.
What's an anagram?
I think that's...
upside down and right side, or forward.
That's like... Oh, no, I'm thinking acronym. Boy, there's a lot of... A lot of these... Well,
two computers sitting right in front of us and two phones.
Is it ANOGRAM?
A word, phrase, or name formed by rearranging the letters of another, such as cinema, formed from Iceman. So, nowhere near what I thought.
So not quite.
Okay. So,
but
yeah.
We digress.
You sent me a message, I believe, that day or maybe the day after.
No idea. Very much a blur of a day.
And you said, need a recommendation. Where should I go to get a tattoo?
Oh, yeah.
We are nearly at, as you just said, 11 weeks. Mm-hmm. We're nearly at a 3-month marker, so I figure it's about time. As I said, we've only really got one episode before we mail it in for the rest of the year.
Unveil the ink?
Where are we at on Tattoo Gate?
Nowhere currently.
And I never sent a follow-up because again, not my business.
No,
I
that's
gave
fine.
well, I answered. I don't want to seem like I ignored you. I
looked at that and said, "F you."
Not interested in answering this, a-hole. Move along. I sent you some names and some spots, but I didn't ask why, what, not my business.
I remember you not really wholeheartedly recommending the ex-con who could have been a lawyer.
Gator, who was either a tattoo artist or an attorney. Those were the two options who did my first tattoo. I did not give a full-fledged endorsement to Gator. But I did give you a couple other recommendations that I did enjoy who were very nice.
I think you also recommended somebody that Katie went to. Did you guys go to the same person?
I believe we've gone to the same person. We've definitely gone to the same place.
Okay. All right. I couldn't remember exactly. I thought that you said something about how Katie recommended that person too.
Yep. So where are we at? I feel like it's time for me to ask a few questions. Where are you at in this process? Is it still on the table? I'm guessing based on the timeline of the question you were considering something regarding your newborn daughter.
Yes, yeah, definitely was. And had an idea for something I wanted when she was first born, and then decided to not get that. But I came up with an idea that I don't have the ability to sketch out or anything. So I reached out to a friend of mine who does graphic design. He's an artist.
Okay.
You may remember him from such stories as Who You Think You Is, Carson Daly, or something.
And also may remember him from such cursing episodes as the time he's been on this podcast.
Yeah, you may remember him from such words as fuck, shit, and shit.
And you heard those the same way you just heard them.
Yeah. Our old buddy Frank.
So Frank made an appearance, which, and again, this isn't like ignorance on your part. You know that they can draw stuff up for you at the tattoo shop as well,
absolutely.
Right? Okay.
Absolutely.
So you just decided, hey, send it off to someone I know, see what incarnation he can come up with.
Yeah, I like the idea of, because I have an idea of what I want. Frank is more than capable of being able to design that. I sent him a text, and he said, yeah, no problem, I can do that. I even specifically said, like, hey, man, I want to pay you to design something for me. Because that's what he does for a living. So I don't want to try and get it for free or anything.
You should get it for free and show up to your wedding.
Does owe me like
a gift,
a little bit of money
plate,
for that.
God's sake.
And that steak was still sitting there.
Cold now. Might still be at the venue.
It's just sitting there with his little place card in front of it.
Frank from San Francisco. I don't know why I wouldn't have his last name. He's now a caller on a sports radio show. Frank from San Francisco, go ahead. You're on the line with the Sports Fan 101.
Hey, man, the Bengals, they finally won last week. What do you think of that?
This coach is a real dumbass. He needs to be fired. Thanks, Frank.
So I sent Frank that text. He said, absolutely, I can help you out with that. And I had a couple follow-up texts with him. But as of right now, he hasn't designed it yet, to my knowledge. At least he hasn't sent it to me yet. I don't really want to bug him. I'm sure that, just like everybody else, this is a hectic time of year for him.
Okay.
So once he sends it to me,
You're going to start looking into it.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Have you thought about, well, I guess I wouldn't recommend it. I was going to say maybe send it off to our buddy Zach, who's also a digital artist. And maybe he could make your daughter's face that of a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles villain.
That's exactly what I was looking for.
Yeah. I mean, are you thinking maybe something like a replica of the Nirvana album cover just with Evelyn?
Like, you mean the
floating in the pool?
The Nevermind album?
Nevermind,
after the
dollar bill.
After the dollar bill. No.
Okay.
Not similar.
Maybe you want like a reincarnation of you, your family, and now Evelyn, but the dog's playing poker.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So is she just sitting at the end of the table, like next to Lola?
Yeah, she'd be the one with the green visor on and a cigar.
These are all just fantastic ideas.
So you're still in, and again, it's not my business.
Yeah.
Design, but
no,
so
you're
you're still in.
I haven't backed out.
Okay.
I haven't. Now that being said, there was a time when I was 18 years old. How old are you? Freshman year of college? 18.
Freshman
19,
years,
probably.
yeah, 18, yeah.
You know, my friend Bob from Bob Time.
Yeah, from Bob Time. Yeah.
Bob went to a school in Pennsylvania. He went to a tech school in Pennsylvania. So
Okay.
he was there for basically. We graduated high school in June of '99.
Oh, Steve, apologies. If you fast forwarded to the minute 29,
oh boy,
and you missed the A bit, go ahead and fast forward to minute 39, and then we'll be sure to get you the A bit.
Our apologies.
Right there at minute 39.
So,
Apologize. We just wasted
sorry.
4 minutes of your time.
So sorry. 39 minutes. We promise you
A
this
bit.
time. So after we graduated from high school, Bob, he didn't have like a full summer before he started his school.
Okay, so he graduated in May and was probably in school in June or early July.
I think it was like late July or something. So that was the summer where I'm finally getting a tattoo because Bob's got a million tattoos, and he had been bugging me. He's like, "Come on, man, when are you gonna get a tattoo?" So I finally had this idea of what I wanted, and I was gonna get it.
Like a big truck on your rib cage.
No, worse. Trust me, worse, because it was very, very topical at the time.
Yeah.
It would have been such a sign of the times.
What year?
99.
1999. Now let me play a little game of 20 questions for a minute.
Okay.
Is it pop culture related to the time?
No, it wasn't like Joey from
okay,
Friends
good.
or something.
I didn't know if it was like a quote from The Matrix. Like, hello, Mr. Anderson.
Do you want the blue pill or the red pill?
Yeah, you just got a little red pill on your rib cage. I really love The Matrix, man. It really makes you think, you know?
Or it's like me in a trench coat doing
Yeah, you're leaning backwards.
Nope. No, so
Okay.
not pop culture related.
Is it vehicle related?
No. But it's weird though, pop culture, because I guess that technically maybe yes, because this type of tattoo would have been popular enough where it may have-
Okay. So Steve, you were going to get a tribal tattoo.
I was going to get a tribal tattoo.
Was it going to be like a wrap, like a thing around the bicep, or what was it?
Worse.
Oh, no.
It was like tribal letters spelling out my name and then with like a band to complete the rest of it.
Yeah, well, surely you researched it. What tribe?
The fighting...
Oh, it's a college team.
The Fightin' Sioux.
Yeah, they refer to themselves like that all the time.
And I was going to get it around my ankle, too.
Okay, around it. So it was going to be your name.
Yeah, it was going to be like my name.
So in case you died, you didn't need a toe tag. You can just check the tribal letters.
Which I don't need to remember my own name.
Right. No, you're good. You're all set.
So I drove out. This was after I started school. So Bob had been in school for...
It's the perfect tattoo for a guy who's risking a lot of upper body injuries.
Yeah.
You know, you'd still be able to be identified by that by that anklet tattoo.
Or if I got knocked out or something, I just look down at my ankle and be like, oh yeah, that's right. That's who I am. So Bob had already been in school for a couple months. I think by that point he had probably gotten more tattoos. So I was going out to visit him at school one weekend.
So it's fall 1999.
Fall of 99.
Young, long-haired Steve.
Yeah.
Thinking about the new year.
Yep.
Probably wind blowing through the hair with your window open on your way over to Pennsylvania.
Thinking about my lack of girlfriends.
Just ruining the day you were caught underwear wrestling. That hadn't happened
That hadn't happened for 3 years.
I'll never get caught underwear wrestling in my next house.
Narrator's note. Yes, he would. So I drive out to York, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And party with Bob that weekend. Partied Friday night. And then Saturday, we actually went to the tattoo shop on Friday night. And I was going to get the tattoo, but the guy didn't. He was already booked for the night.
Okay.
So he's like, come back tomorrow at whatever, 4 o'clock or something, and I can fit you in then. Yeah. All right. Go back. Do more partying.
Looking down at your leg, you're like, man, in 22 hours. Oh, my God. The chicks aren't going to be able to stop looking when I don't wear socks and don't have shoes and I'm wearing shorts.
I may as well shave my ankle now. Save some time.
Yeah, really get into the inking tomorrow.
So we wake up the next morning, we do whatever, we drive back to the tattoo shop. At the time specified by that man.
You've got an appointment.
Had an appointment. Pull that door open. Door's locked. We look inside. Lights are out. No one's in there. It was inexplicably closed. The tattoo place was not open, despite the sign on the door saying that they open at like noon that day.
Yeah, it wasn't like an 8 a.m. tattoo.
No. We were told to come back. It was sometime in the afternoon. I think like 4 or 5 o'clock. Sign on the door said that they were open at 12 or 1 until midnight. Wasn't open. So we thought, that's weird. All right, well, I guess we'll go back to Bob's place. We go back to Bob's place, and we hang out the rest of the day. We party that night. Next morning comes, I
go home,
get in the car, and drive home. And that was the greatest thing that could have possibly happened. Because I'd still have my tribal I'm Steve tattoo.
Do you think you would
on my ankle
it covered up or replaced by now?
Probably.
Now, you have a coworker who had a cover-up or a removal done.
Yeah.
So you would have at least had that opportunity at this point to where you would have been, hey, I'm tired of looking at Steve in tribe's letters.
But, I mean, that's incredible. Like, that's really expensive. That's like thousands of dollars.
Painful,
to get that
probably.
Yeah.
So you'd be better off at that point just getting a cover-up, maybe just maybe a black tribal sleeve on your leg.
I wanted... Oh, no. Hold on. I gotta pull up a picture.
This is news to me. I didn't realize you were so close. I would definitely think less of you if you had the Steve anklet tattoo.
I would think less of me too. I would always wear long socks, pulled up. I wanted for the longest time. There was this. I can't find a picture of it. I don't know. Maybe you got the tattoos removed. There was this. There was a BMXer who. He was one of the guys that I was like, that guy's awesome. Like, I liked everything about him. Met him before. He was a super cool guy. I liked I liked his riding style and everything. So he was one, like, whenever he'd show up in a BMX video or in a magazine, I'm like, Rick Thorne. He's awesome. He had these tattoos on his legs. They were flames up both of his legs.
Okay.
So, and they were like the old school, like the flames that you'd see on an old hot rod, where it was like, it wasn't the realistic looking flames, but it was just like the, like flames where the tips are yellow and then the body of them is orange and then red at the bottom. That's exact. I wanted flames up both legs.
Rick Thorne looks like a winner.
Rick Thorne, I think he's okay. I think he's doing all right. The guy was, he didn't drink, he didn't smoke. He was like all straight edge and everything, which I never was. But yeah, I always looked up to him. He was a very cool rider.
For that reason, I am glad that I waited as long as I did to get a tattoo.
Yeah.
Just because, you're going to regret it. You're going to regret it. And I can honestly say of the 3 tattoos I have, I won't regret any of the 3 that I have. Because even my wife has one that she's like, yeah, I want to get that, covered up or not.
What does she have?
It's so tiny. It's a tiny Jesus fish on her foot.
Okay.
And, well, I can count the number of times we've been to church on 0 hands since I've known her.
Okay.
And so she has some ideas of just a tiny little black outline to cover
she got
it
that
up.
Before you guys met?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it like a 17 or 18-year-old?
It must have been, and probably was with a friend or something like that. And
I knew somebody who got something on the back of their neck and just absolutely hates it now.
Yeah. But she talks about getting it covered up, and with something that little, it's easy.
Yeah.
So I think you and I are in the right. I think waiting was the right move. Now, granted, it's not like I went off and got super adult or spiritual tattoos. For crying out loud, I've got an Elton John lyric, a Spider-Man logo, and a Pennywise tattoo on my body.
Hot on the heels. Actually, no. Before I wanted the Steve Tribal band, the Steve Tribal anklet, I wanted. I remember going down the Jersey Shore one summer.
Yeah, heading to Kama.
And this was I was like probably 15 at the time.
Heading to play Papa Shot.
This was at the time when Chinese symbols were really big.
Oh yeah.
Or I think it was. I got the Japanese symbol for faith on the back of my neck, and like your wife, not the most spiritual guy in the world. Like, I'm not going to church all the time.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, if you're listening for the A bit at minute 39, go ahead and fast forward to minute 46. 46 minutes. We'll be getting to the A bit of the podcast this week.
A few minutes away.
Apologies for running over. That will happen. Apologies as we filibuster here.
So yeah, I nearly I got a temporary tattoo on the back of my neck. Mm-hmm. Japanese symbol for faith, because I'm a faithful, spiritual man.
So you get that in henna or something like that?
I think it was just it was just stick it on the back of your neck.
Yeah.
Rub a wet paper towel on it.
Yeah.
Boom.
Looking pretty cool, man.
Looking awesome. And then
so you're walking around and you're
convinced.
leaning your head forward, people are probably looking, right?
Pulling the back of my shirt down.
Make
to
sure the neck
expose
doesn't
a little
ride.
bit more. Yeah. So I was convinced that when I turn 18, that is the first thing I'm doing. Japanese symbol for faith on the back of my neck. I've had, so that's 2 near misses.
Wow.
With tattoos.
You were, man, oh man. Now it's pretty stereotypical to talk about that age range and talk about, poor decision making, but you line yours up.
I did.
I'd put yours up against anybody between the Sea-Doo,
yeah,
the near Steve anklet tattoo.
The Sea-Doo.
That was a little later in life, I understand.
Yeah, and something, I won't regret that. I'm still not going to regret that because I had fun with the 17 hours that I was on that thing, 12 or so of which were spent just idling through a no-wake zone to get out to the ocean.
One bitchin' summer on the open tides of the ocean. Steve can't look back on that with anything other than fondness.
Nope. And something, my wife has given me crap for that recently.
The Sea-Doo?
The Sea-Doo purchase.
Now, did she know? Obviously, you guys dated and everything. Was that something she knew before the podcast? Because I knew you for 6 years before we even started this podcast, and I never knew about the Sea-Doo.
I don't know. It's something where it's very easy to forget about because it was so long ago at this point.
Imagine the podcast breaking news to your wife, though.
I'm sure.
Does she know about the Steve anklet tattoo?
No.
So she'll find out about that if she ever comes back to listen.
Oh no, I think she stopped.
We lost her at the popsicle eating. The popsicle eating was where
popsicles versus
where we
creamsicles.
lost her.
Yeah,
man, that's exciting. Okay, I love the idea of pairing Steve's near misses and childhood mistakes up with others. Yeah, and saying, wow, just think of the way you could look right now. Tribal lettering, a Chinese picture.
Because so many people say, especially at that age, like when you're 18 years old, everyone who gets a tattoo within a couple of months has a second, a third.
Yeah.
Everybody says that, they're so addicting.
Yeah.
Once you start decorating your body, it's really addicting.
They are, to a degree, right? Like,
just imagine the landscape of horrific tattoos that I could have on myself.
I'm always going to have 15-year-old Ford Rangers. I'm going to get the Ranger grill tattooed on my back.
And then I'll be a Monmouth University alum forever. I'm going to get a hawk on me.
I'm never going to be jaded about Detroit Lions football. I'm going to get that awesome logo that will never change right on my forearm.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's ample opportunity to make terrible mistakes at that age, assuming that nothing will ever change. Now, that's why you're supposed to get super personal and meaningful tattoos, not ones that you have to worry about covering up with skulls and roses in years to come.
Like, the team doesn't play in this town anymore.
Yeah, and listen, I've loved the Detroit Lions my whole life, and now I hate them more than I love them. If I had a tattoo of them, I would not be happy. They've changed their logo, even minorly, 3-5 years ago, and teams do that all the time anyway. So you're already outdated the instant you put it on there. I would be better off putting the words Detroit Lions.
Just in Times New Roman.
That's it. Just size 12, print it out, slap it on, stencil it in. Oh,
Do you want any special script with this? No.
this is it.
Arial.
You know-
Size 16, black.
You know what's timeless? Helvetica Bold.
What was the what were the like the specifications for turning in a paper AP style?
Oh, yeah.
Do that.
Yeah. I brought,
Single spaced 12 font.
I brought Chicago-style handbook of how this is supposed to be written
Chicago style.
and attributed properly in the footnote section.
And then there was the idiot teacher that would assign MLA style.
MLA, Chicago.
APA.
Now, you
Or
were
A-
in...
A- yeah, AP, yeah, and whatever it was.
You were in college before me, Steve.
Yeah.
By the time I was in, there was a generator online that you could find where you just entered the book info that you needed, and it would spit it out, and you could just copy-paste it into your paper.
Like your entire paper, like content for your paper?
No, but the way to attribute it
I
properly,
gotcha,
which was half the nightmare at the end of your paper when you had to source everything. You had your sources page and you had to, whatever.
Yep.
Oh, man, that listen, this is a discussion for a very small portion of the listening audience.
But you know what was nice? Like, you got to write a 7-page paper, and so you get to 5 pages, and you've been BSing for the last 2 pages, and then you change that font size. Like, this is for a teacher that didn't specify font size or anything.
Yeah.
But you change that font size from 12 to 14. Suddenly your 5-page paper is 7.5.
Yeah.
And if you do the right font, you can't really tell.
Well, I think I told
that's
you.
the greatest thing in the world. By the way,
I think I told you
if you've tuned in for the A-bit, we're just going to bump it a little further down the road. Just go to the 54-minute mark.
54-minute marker. Go there right now for the A-bit of this podcast. 54 minutes in.
We promise.
I think I told you my trick when writing those papers I mentioned in the past is you use the handy function on Microsoft Word of find and replace. And I would find all of the periods
Yeah.
at the end of sentences and make them size 16,
Oh,
18,
you dirty dog, you.
or 20, and it would just increase the gap. And every
Bump it a little bit more.
Yep, and
Did you do the double spacing after a period?
I used to. That used to be a thing, right?
I've only recently, like in the last 2 years, stopped doing double space after
I don't know
period.
why that was a thing, and I don't know why that was a thing that was randomly decided, hey, we don't do that anymore.
Apparently, because I've seen that show up on one of the, like those Twitter hashtags, like things old people do. Like, stop putting 2 periods after your or two spaces after the period in a sentence. That one hurt. That one hit close to home for me. I was like, that's how I was taught.
I had a little issue with I don't want to name the name, but it's a very large form printing company that you can get prints, cards, stationery, whatever from. And we used them to get our Christmas cards that were mailed out.
Stop right there.
Okay.
We need to put a pin in something. I have a bone to pick.
Oh,
with
no.
one of those very companies.
Oh, wow.
Proceed.
Are we going to have to bump the A-bit, or are we going to get to that?
No.
Okay.
We'll definitely can't. Come on. We got 2.5 minutes.
We received our Christmas cards, and while we're packaging them all up, I see it. I think it's Happy Holidays or Merry Christmas. Got a picture, and then on the bottom it says "from."
Are you trying to keep me from saying Merry Christmas?
Listen,
You part of the war on Christmas?
I'm very non-denominational.
You part of the war on Christmas?
It has to say Merry Christmas.
When I go to Starbucks, I want my Christmas cup.
You know what?
My cup better have a reindeer on it.
When you ask my name, put it to Merry Christmas, because you're not taking this out of. You're not taking that joy from me. You hear me?
I love this time of year when people try to pretend as though other. What happened? Where'd that come from? Oh, hold on. Take the headphones out. If you're listening right now, you might want to turn the volume down.
Fixed it.
Okay. I love this time of year when people try to complain as though other people are trying to keep them from saying Merry Christmas.
Yeah, which has never been a war. It's not a thing. Whatever.
No one's ever said to you, "You don't say that to me." And if you say that they do, you're lying.
On the bottom of our card, it says, "From Kyle, Katie, and Reed." Mm-hmm. And the way it's written, it says, "From Kyle, comma, Katie, comma,
Not right.
and Reed." And I initially, in my fury, blame my wife.
Oh, so this isn't the proof that they text you or email you.
She said they simply asked for spots to put the names.
Yeah, because that's incorrect. There's not a comma before an and.
If you're using the Oxford comma, turn this podcast off and go play chicken with a locomotive.
Oh, that's the Oxford comma. So the Oxford comma you can put before an and.
Well, you're not supposed to.
Oh, okay.
The Oxford comma would be from Kyle.
I gotcha.
Katie, yeah. Get out of here. You're not welcome to this podcast.
Yeah,
and this is with dwindling listeners, I say this.
Yeah, you're not part of Radioville. You're part of Loserville. You're part of Illiterateville.
This is where our foot gets put in the ground. This is where we draw the line in the sand.
Mm-hmm.
If you use an Oxford comma, I suggest you go try to fight a bear.
Maybe 2.
Preferably 2 to make sure you lose.
Okay. So...
Sorry, I digress.
Did you...
And if you're tuning into minute 54 here to listen to the A bit of the podcast, just one more thing to get to. Apologies for keep bumping. Go ahead and go to minute 59. Minute 59, we're going to get to the A bit here of this week's episode of the Steve and Kyle podcast. Steve, please continue. You said you have a gripe now.
Wait, did you end up getting any resolution from... Did you complain to the company?
It's on your fridge.
Okay.
It's in your kitchen.
I didn't even notice it, but now that I am going to judge.
I would go throw that in the the fireplace that might work.
So, like you, we decided to get Christmas cards this year. This was something that I had said a while back. I said to Annette, I want to do this year. She didn't. She was not as enthused as I was.
We had a discussion about this because I had said that we were getting them and sending them out, and you said, yeah, well, because I had sent one to my extended family on the East Coast.
Yes. Both of which got them.
Oh, good.
And they were very happy to receive them.
So I was asking you for addresses, and you said, well, that'll be, I believe your exact words to me were, well, that'll be one more than they're getting from us.
Yes. So ever since Evelyn's been born, I have wanted to, I said back then, I really think it would be nice to send out Christmas cards this year. Mm-hmm. Even if it was just to like immediate family, I think that they would really appreciate it because obviously now that we have a baby, things are a little different. My family, especially because they all live far away, don't get to see the baby nearly as much as I would like.
Sure.
So, Annette was like, I don't know, it's just one more thing that I don't want to have to deal with. And then we have to get them printed. Then we have to address them all. So I said to her, I was like, look, how about this? If I can make it super easy, are you in? She said, yeah, I'm in. So it was very easy. Anyone who's done it before, you take a picture, you upload it to whatever service it is. They have 15 different templates. You choose the one you want. So that's exactly what we did. It was the day after Thanksgiving last week. We were visiting with friends and family, and everyone was just kind of hanging out during the day. So I grabbed my laptop. I was like, let's just do this right now. Went on, designed it. Within 5 minutes, we had our design. I had paid for it, and it was on the way to the house.
They're going to ship you order on the cards.
Order cards with envelopes.
Yep.
And it was $45, I think. Mm-hmm. Couldn't have been easier. And then she's like, all right, well, what about all the addresses? And I thought, well, if I log into the website that we used, that everyone uses to plan their wedding,
so
the Knot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you'll have the list.
Granted, that was 2 years ago that we had our wedding.
I can already tell.
No, everything was great.
It was still there?
Logged into the website, hit export to spreadsheet, download the spreadsheet.
Well, I had a similar issue with that same website looking for gift list that we had uploaded.
Yeah.
Poof.
Gone. Yeah,
there is a deadline.
They did some kind of update in the last year or so it looks a little different than what I remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was still able to find everything. Now, granted, we invited 175 people to our wedding, so right off the top, I could eliminate most of them.
Oh, sure.
Because we're sending...
Not even in your lives anymore.
Yeah.
People you never cared about.
Plus, a lot of them are couples. So
Frank, who didn't show.
Yeah. Frank didn't get a card.
Not getting a card. He didn't show. We're waiting on that gift, Frank.
So we eliminated. We got it down to. We needed 43 cards, I think.
Right.
And it was great. So I have this spreadsheet now with names and addresses. I pick up some labels at FedEx or Office Depot.
You're gonna type them out.
Didn't even have to.
Oh, okay.
I found if you go onto the Avery website, Avery, the company that
Avery
makes the labels, you import your spreadsheet and it organizes it as as a label. And I thought, it couldn't be easier. Plus, we have a hand stamp for our return address.
Yeah.
So there's, at this point, no writing involved whatsoever, except for 2 addresses that I needed to get that I didn't get until after I had printed out. No problem. Those things show up in the mail last week in a nice little box. We open it up. There's beautiful envelopes. The cards look great.
Wow.
So we sit down. It was one night after work last week. We had finished eating dinner, and I was like, let's just spend 15 minutes, stuff these envelopes.
Get them all in.
Put the labels on, put the return address thing on there, put a stamp on there. I'll drop them off at the post office tomorrow. So, and that's like, cool. So I'm the beginning of the assembly line. She's the end of the assembly line.
Well, we appreciate your service using the United States Postal Service in this holiday season and dropping them off and using those forever stamps, 55 cents a piece.
Look, if they weren't a monopoly that had unfair control...
Well, they're not. There's multiple other shipping options.
Well, I'm not going to send a greeting card FedEx.
Hey.
I'm going to put it in one of those big mailers.
I'm just saying... There are other options. Also, I hear e-cards are lovely this time of year.
So, I take an envelope, put a label on it, put a stamp on it, hit it with the return address, hand it to her. Take my second envelope, label, stamp, return address, hand it to her.
Yeah.
It's at that moment that I hear, oh, what the hell? What's wrong? I look over. She's trying to put the card in the envelope. They sent us the wrong size envelopes. They were too small by 1/4 of an inch on the width.
So what do? You get out the scissors, trim a corner?
I would have loved to, but it wouldn't have worked because I would have had to trim, like the design basically went edge to edge, and I would have been trimming off a little bit of the M in Merry and a little bit of the S in Christmas.
Okay.
Or half of the S if I just did one side. So now pissed. I go onto the website, click customer service, go to the chat thing.
Oh, God.
Talk to somebody who sure seemed like a bot, but I guess I'm not positive.
Had the vibe of a bot.
Talk to them, explain the situation. They said, can you please send us a picture of it? I sent them a picture of it. And they said, okay, I'm going to speak to the proper department.
Yeah.
We're going to get some new ones in the mail for you.
They're going to fix it.
You'll get an email from me within an hour with a resolution. Okay, cool. I can deal with that. We're still early enough in the year. Got an email basically just saying, we are still waiting to hear back from the proper department.
Perfect. Any second now.
So about 24 hours later, still hadn't heard back. Pop back on customer chat at 4:24 in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Business hours.
Start talking to somebody. At 5:10, I'm still talking to them while
about
they're
envelopes.
About envelopes. And they said, and I finally just said, what the hell is taking so long? I just need you to send me 50 envelopes. Well, we have not heard back from that department yet.
Oh, come on.
And I said,
is the department non-existent?
I said, look, you're a printing company. Walk down to the envelope department, find the envelopes, stick them in a bigger envelope, and send them to me.
So we're getting a little Jersey Steve.
So pissed at this point. And they still said, well, I'll get back to you within 24 hours. And I said, that will then be 48 hours later. Not good enough. Refund my money.
Yep.
So they refunded half of the purchase price.
Man.
I then went back to Office Depot, bought a $12 box of envelopes.
Oh, envelopes are that expensive, huh?
Yeah, for 50 of them.
Man, so you just
Brought
DIY.
Them home, did them ourselves.
Man.
But I will never recommend the company Minted.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought I was going to beat around the bush a little bit. I've never heard of it.
I don't care. I just don't care.
Never heard of them.
Yeah, this was somebody that the photographer that took the pictures she uses them. Like that's
recommended them.
That's the one that's linked to her photography site. So if you add them to the cart, it prints them through that.
Oh, never again, huh?
Through that company, I will not use them again.
Well,
they're not good. Look, I get it. You grabbed the wrong size envelopes, no problem. I understand that people make mistakes. It's all in how you fix the mistakes.
Just fix it. Yep.
And at that point, it had been almost the amount of time. Because they got them to me in like 3 days.
Yeah, you didn't not hear back from the envelope department.
Because I bet if I had just gone on your site and tried to order those same envelopes, I would have had them by then. But yeah, they were pretty awful.
So a good experience that essentially you then have to say, yep, Annette, you were right. This was more hassle than it was worth. We never should have done it. Apologies. I tried to,
No.
Send these mementos out to family and friends. You were right.
Well, I will not apologize for being a festive, jolly person this time of year.
Good man. Dig your heels in.
Those heels are so dug in.
Well, Steve, I think it's time, right on schedule, to get to the A-bit this week.
The A-bit, you say?
Been a while since we busted out the A-bit.
You want to get to the A-bit.
The A-bit
Is that
this
what you're
week.
Saying?
Fast 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sorry, but we're just out of time.
I don't even want to read my Fast Five. It is like 4 weeks, at least 4 weeks old. I don't know what any of these are about.
I think Kaepernick is still one of my Fast Fives.
I do have a very beautiful A-bit, though.
Hold on. If we're going to do the A-bit, then we need to really commit to the bit.
Yeah. Oh, look at you. Because as we talked about, Steve, and we talked about this last week, the A-bit, we're going to give our Mount Rushmore of Christmas movies.
Yes, and I looked for a Mount Rushmore song. Not really available.
Maybe you didn't look hard enough.
Are there Mount Rushmore songs?
Maybe an ode to Mount Rushmore. But we're not going to do our Mount Rushmore the way a lot of people do their Mount Rushmore, which is they just, hey, 4 favorites of this. Mm-hmm. No, Steve. Our Mount Rushmore of holiday movies, I need you to pick the movie that resembles or will now take the place of George Washington's face.
Okay. So, Washington, we can all agree that Washington is number 1. Can we not agree on that? I mean, just the father of our country, first president. Well, it's going to be really difficult for us to be able to compare if we don't have presidents listed.
I mean, you're really focused on the ranking portion of this, and I don't know if that's necessary.
Well, I mean, ranking is kind of what putting things on your Mount Rushmore is.
Okay. Oh, boy. Steve really wants to fit right into the mold of Mount Rushmores that everybody does. It's fine. You know what? Mine will be, because I feel like I don't need to tell people how they should rank their presidents.
Weird that we would pick a bit in which we ranked things to show how much you feel things shouldn't be ranked.
So Mount Rushmore of Christmas movies,
Let's hear
Steve.
it.
Let's start off with Abraham Lincoln, the far right side of Mount Rushmore. Who is your Abraham Lincoln?
Well, I would count Abraham Lincoln as number 2.
I would count Abraham Lincoln as the far right on Mount Rushmore.
You know, if I'm going to be going all the way to the far right, hey, just cut that off right there. Thank you. Thank you, music man.
So there it is. The right side of Mount Rushmore.
All the way on
movies.
the right, looking out towards the
southeast side.
Other Black Hills.
Staring at the southeast corner of Yellowstone Park there in North Dakota.
Number 4.
I don't know if I got the state right. I don't know if
I just don't know which way it faces. Yeah. Don't care, really, honestly.
Happy holidays.
It's not important. Do you think they decorate? Do they decorate the presidents for the holidays?
Little Santa hat on George.
Yeah.
Maybe a bigger beard on Lincoln.
Yeah. Maybe a yarmulke on one of them, or a dreidel.
Yeah.
Is one of them.
I don't think you put a dreidel on someone, so that might look a little weird.
Well, like kind of Maybe they build some paper mache hands.
So we're going to have a stick body of Roosevelt who's then holding a dreidel?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this all sounds like it's something that the National Park Service probably does.
This is a good way to spend some tax dollars.
Everybody's focused on the TV event that is the tree lighting at Rockefeller Center.
Yep.
When the real show
is out in South Dakota.
Is the unveiling at Mount Rushmore of the holiday figures on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
So the far right Abraham Lincoln, Steve.
Far right Abraham Lincoln. Oh boy, our music sounded a little rough. Still having some minor computer issues. Don't worry.
This is great. This is great. Do you want me to run it off of here? Are you streaming it?
I'm not. I had to resize a window, and apparently that was
you did it.
That was the wrong thing to do.
Okay. Your Abraham Lincoln, Steve, as the 8-bit chugs along.
My Abraham Lincoln on the Mount Rushmore of Christmas movies. It's a movie I love.
A classic.
An absolute classic. Watched part of it last night before falling asleep. And that is the movie starring the young Macaulay Culkin, Home Alone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Home Alone, the classic.
Can't go wrong with Home Alone.
Home
right?
invasion caper, which is always funny and screams holidays.
Mm-hmm.
Home Alone. My Abraham Lincoln, Steve.
What do you got?
The Macaulay Culkin star, Home Alone!
Hey, all right. Now we're not going Home Alone 2, of course.
Home Alone 2 is a disaster.
Lost in New York. That was...
Lost in New York. That should have not been a film, but should have been discussed. Hey, maybe we remove the parenting rights for the McAllister parents.
At that point, yeah.
It happens twice.
Peter and, what was the woman's name? Number 3 on the mountain.
By the way, still a big discussion to be talked about. What happened to the McAllisters between Home Alone 1 and 2, that they were spending the holidays in France, and then they were going to Florida. A lot of point of discussion. What was Peter into?
And why were they flying... Why were they in New York? Did they miss a... Did they...
Well, Kevin was following a coat that looked like Peter.
Got on the wrong
plane because security is lax pre 9/11, as we all know. Never forget.
Let's. I mean, there are a few things to question in the movie. I was watching it last night, and they, of course, the famous scene where they're running through the airport.
Yeah,
and then they get up and they just hand the woman at the ticket counter a stack of tickets, and she says, "Ha! Get on!
Merry Christmas, enjoy France!"
And then she has that weird line like, grab any open seat and take whatever's free.
That's the way ticketing works.
I fly a lot. No one's ever said that to me.
Take whatever seat you feel like.
Take whatever is free.
Like it's Southwest.
So then they got the uncle, I forget what his name is.
Oh, what a disaster. Uncle Frank.
Uncle Frank.
And I stand by it. Uncle Frank's the true villain of the Home Alone film.
He definitely is. Well, then he says to his wife, "Oh yeah, this is real silver. Here, put it in your purse. Put it in your purse."
Frank's a jerk.
Take Frank out of the movie. That's an Oscar award winner.
Absolutely. John Hughes, major mistake. So your Teddy Roosevelt on Mount Rushmore Christmas movie, Steve. Who is your Teddy Roosevelt?
Oh, my Teddy Roosevelt, of course.
The Rough Rider himself.
Couldn't be described or couldn't be portrayed by a better movie than Bad Santa.
Bad Santa making the Mount Rushmore.
Billy Bob Thornton and other people award-winning movie.
Lauren Graham.
Yep. Thurman Merman.
Bernie Mac.
Yep. The little guy.
John Ritter.
Little fella.
The undersized man.
The undersized man. I feel as though that's not one of the accepted descriptions for a little person. Oh, yeah. You know, Mark.
Undersized.
He's a little undersized.
Well, that's a dark horse to make the top 4.
Oh, it's a great movie, though.
Just watched it a week ago, Steve.
Okay. You a fan of it?
I am a fan. We watch it every year.
Good.
It is on the list. My Teddy Roosevelt.
Which service do you use to watch that, by the way? Was that
it's an old one that you call Blu-ray.
Blu-ray, of course.
Yeah,
Okay.
you get no subscription service. You go to a store and you say, I will buy this Blu-ray version of this feature film, and you put it in a Blu-ray player and it plays.
Interesting concept.
My Teddy Roosevelt. A mid-90s classic by possibly one of the most famous leading men of the mid-1990s, Tim Allen. The Santa Claus.
Santa Claus, of course. Boy, that was one of those ones that was right up there. It missed the cut for me, though.
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention.
You're on the right side of Lincoln. They started carving. Budget ran out.
Yeah.
Missed it just by that much.
Yeah, if there had been 5, 6, 7 up there, I mean, we'd have quite a Mount Rushmore if they could add a few faces to it.
Boy, that hit me at the right age. I think it was 1994,
Okay.
so 7, 8 years old. It had that charm.
Yep.
Everything about it.
So I was obviously a little bit older.
Yeah.
Missed me by a bit. Still an excellent movie.
Oh,
though.
love it. Steve, you're Thomas Jefferson.
Oh, TJ.
Of Christmas movies, one of the founding fathers of this nation.
Tommy J. Tommy Jeff,
signers
as I call
of
him.
the Constitution.
T-Jeff.
Signed the lead signer of the Declaration of
Little Tommy
Independence.
Jeffo. Not to be confused with Little Tommyetto.
Made home down in Monticello, Virginia.
Ah, yes. Nothing
Stands
bad ever
there to
happened
this
there.
day.
Everything was on the up and up back then.
Father of slaves.
Father of, a couple.
Had some slave bastards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not exactly. Well, why don't we just cut off the history lesson right about there?
You're Thomas Jefferson.
My Thomas Jefferson, despite him being the way he was, he represents a fantastic movie, and that movie is Elf.
Elf, the Will Ferrell-led a modern classic. You don't have many modern holiday movies that make this list. Seems like they all died off in the 90s. But Elf makes your cut
Elf
of the top.
makes the list.
The Mount Rushmore, Steve.
It's great.
It's beautiful.
Buddy the Elf breakfast. I mean, right there. You gotta. The movie's fantastic just based on that scene.
I
alone.
feel like Elf makes the cut for the same regard of that age group that the Santa Claus makes it for me. Mm-hmm. Right? It's that type of charm for a different age group.
Yeah.
My Thomas Jefferson.
Still struggling.
A classic dating back to the 1980s.
Mm-hmm.
The Chevy Chase-led Randy Quaid Scene Stolen
European
National
Vacation.
Lampoon's Christmas Vacation as Cousin Eddie makes his appearance and
Esser's
steals
full.
the show.
Yep. Drinking a Meisterbrow out while he's emptying the RV's tank.
Man. What a beautiful blend of being able to the adult humor still have the charm of a family movie, showing the disaster that is a holiday with family coming into town. Would never consider it in a million years having that. Like
Pretty awful.
No
Pretty
way.
awful.
Not number 2.
No, of course
the Thomas Jefferson.
The Thomas Jefferson.
On my Mount Rushmore. Steve, you're George Washington, the first president, the wooden-toothed George Washington, on Mount Rushmore accurately depicted. Who is your George Washington?
Well, we're going to go back to the well here. The 1980s Chevy Chase classic.
Oh!
Christmas Vacation. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, and listen, quotable.
Mm-hmm.
Still in lore today, you see the mule mugs that you can buy, or the reindeer with the ears and everything.
What's the thing that Cousin Eddie wears when they're sipping eggnog?
Oh.
Is it an ascot?
Yeah.
Where it's just like a turtleneck, but it's just a little flap
turned down
that fits under the shirt.
So good.
I need to get an ascot.
Do you?
Yeah, I think. Oh, here's an idea. Mm-hmm. You guys are coming over here on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
What do you think about dressing up in ascots? So we have to wear shirts that are a little too tight, so we can see the outline of the ascot.
You know what? Let me think about it.
Okay.
I'll get back to you.
You know, I'm gonna just go ahead and kill this music because it's driving me effing nuts.
Thanks for resizing that window.
Come on, stop.
My George Washington, Steve, is and this is almost a guarantee it's one you have not seen. but I have watched it every year since my childhood.
Called like the Christmas Caper or some garbage.
Oh, no. I will pass this on to my son, and hopefully for years and years to come. It is the Christmas Carol, but it is not your regular Christmas Carol version, not, none of the ones you've seen. This is, Steve, The Muppets Christmas Carol.
Oh, of course I've seen it.
You have?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, it's the only version that I'll ever watch. Bob Cratchit being portrayed by Kermit the Frog, Ebenezer Scrooge, Michael Caine. Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful version.
I agree.
Oh, we watch it every year on Christmas Eve. That is my George Washington.
I can't believe that we each named 4 movies.
Yeah.
And no stones were thrown.
None.
Not a one.
No. I mean, and overlap of only 2. Home Alone and National Lampoon's.
Yep.
Christmas Vacation. So that is your Mount Rushmore, your dueling Mount Rushmores of Christmas movies.
Thank you very much for hanging in throughout the episode.
Right on schedule.
Yeah, I mean, exactly when we said we would get to it.
Right when we timed it. Right where we timed it.
Yeah. Fantastic. Just fantastic. So we have, in 2 weeks' time, we will be doing the 4th annual Steve and Kyle podcast, non-denominational.
Winter Solstice. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh, God. For the love of God.
Edit. The 4th annual Steve and Kyle podcast, Cloak and Dagger, non-denominational Winter Solstice gift exchange.
For the staff.
By this point, everybody should have received the person that they have been matched with to exchange gifts. Again, just because you got them doesn't mean they got you, and I can guarantee that they did not get you. That is, we randomized the list, so it wouldn't be a direct one-for-one swap.
Did calculations. You and I were running over the algorithm.
Actually, what we did was we took the spreadsheet and then we copied the spreadsheet
into a randomizer and put in all of the rules and exceptions to make sure, Steve.
Yes,
that's what you're about to say.
All of
nobody,
all of the if whens. So if this, then that, or if thens, or whatever they're called.
And then we ran a discerning eye over it to make sure there were no errors. Right? That's what you're about to say.
That's exactly what I was going to say. So please send out those gifts. Once you received a gift, tag us on social media at Steve and Kyle on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Hashtag garbage gifts. We'd love to see what you've accumulated.
Yeah.
And we'll be sure to repost it or retweet
I love it.
I
love looking at the gifts. And I see it's up to you to name yourself. You don't have to do that. If you feel like you want to tell people, hey, or even in the note, say, hey, this is what I got you. Feel free, but you don't have to do that. We were already getting some images this last week. I'm trying to pull them up. Sorry, as I try to filibuster here. Looks like there was
I saw some hot cocoa.
A conflict manager mug was given to somebody. That's again.
I think it was
Kyle.com/merch.
The conflict manager mug with a thing of like Hershey's hot cocoa, the powder.
Oh, there's another one.
Maybe I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
maybe
I think you're combining gifts. There was
one.
Josh Reed, our friend Josh, got a recycle bin, a little garbage
yes,
gift.
That was it.
A recycling bin coffee mug with hot cocoa next to it.
That's great.
Our friend Josh from Maine, Just Witness on Twitter, received Yahtzee, as well as a bag of Chuck E. C's.
Chuck E. C. Are they Chuck E. C. Juniors or just?
Let me take a closer look there. It does not specify. These are small. They're Chuck E. C. Juniors.
Nice. Good man.
As I mentioned,
a fantastic candy, by the way.
Classic combo of Tim Fuller received the classic combo of hashtag garbage merch. A mug with the Conflict Manager logo, candy, and it looks like 4 rolls of toilet paper.
Brilliant.
That was the first garbage gift that we tagged. You can see all those as they come in. I try to retweet them, so you can see them if you look at our timeline at Steve and Kyle.
Yeah, Facebook,
you can
Twitter,
see all
Instagram.
See all the garbage gifts.
Hey, are we going to have enough time to get to the poll results from last week? You want to knock them out real quick before we end this episode?
Nope.
Okay, well then, that was quite a quick decision. Not arguing.
Not at all.
So
thanks for your votes. We'll get to them next week.
When we're just 2 weeks away from our gift exchange here in the broadcast headquarters.
Yeah, the
whole staff getting together.
Currently at work. All their elves are out shopping. making important decisions on what to get for their gift exchange recipient.
Yes.
Here on the Steve and Kyle podcast staff. Steve, have you bought your lucky unknown recipient their gift exchange?
I have
gift
not,
yet?
but I have known for months what this person will be getting. And let me just say, they're going to be very surprised.
Oh, wow.
And mildly inconvenienced.
Oh, good. I sure hope that person is probably hoping it's something like a live goldfish.
Nope. It is not that.
Oh, man.
But
Wow.
it is something that they will at least be temporarily inconvenienced by. But they'll still be thrilled to have it.
Well, staff member, you must be super jazzed, whoever that lucky recipient. Again, name drawn
Could
from a
be
hat.
anyone. Could be Miguel.
Could be Miguel.
Could be Marcy. Could be Aloysius.
Could be Aloysius the accountant.
That's
The
a name,
only-
right? What do you think the youngest person named Aloysius is?
84.
And what do you shorten that to? Like Ollie?
Lucius? Luke? Lucky Luke?
Luscious.
Luscious, yeah. Hey, Luscious. That's not going to cause any problems.
Nope. All right, you can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Steve and Kyle, SteveandKyle.com, and SteveandKyle.com/merch if you want to pick up a T-shirt,
yeah.
a hat, a bath shower curtain.
A shower curtain. You can buy a floor pillow. You can buy regular pillow. You can buy socks now.
You can buy anything.
You can buy coasters.
SteveandKyle.com/merch.
Yeah,
and,
be sure to check that every day. We try to post when they run a sale, but right now, Redbubble, which is where the store's located, running a sale of different variety, % off, free shipping
there's always,
every day.
Yeah, there's always a promo code. Just Google Redbubble promo codes. You'll always find one. So, yeah, the non-denominational Winter Solstice gift exchange just 2 weeks away. Be sure to get your gifts in the mail ASAP.
Absolutely.
And we'll talk to you next week.
So you're telling me that the AI that's meant to make everyone's job easier to manage just adds more to manage on top of the thousands of apps the IT department already manages? Funny how that works. Any business can add AI. IBM helps you scale and manage AI to change how you do business. Let's create smarter business. IBM.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Cane's is now open in Kentwood on 28th Street near Lake Eastbrook.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability and versatility built in, like Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Visit your local Kubota dealer for a demo today.
Wolf Kubota. On the web at wolfkubota.com.